Yo.
What up, though?
I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
All right, then. It's time for you to bring it to the table.
Turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it.
Street Beat.
Yeah.
With Tony B.
For the next hour, Tony B will give you a chance to tackle local, national, and international issues that affect your community.
Street Beat.
Street Beat. With
Tony B.
Welcome to this edition of Street Beat. It's me, your host, Tony B. And man, do we have an exciting show for you right now. Joining me will be the legendary Miracles. You know all the songs. If you don't, once you hear them, then it rings a bell. These gentlemen are going to be in town performing at Dimitriou's Jazz Alley next week, Thursday through Sunday. Yeah. Thank you again, once again, to Mr. Bellis, our producer. Happy to have these folks on board. Now, the other thing about it is we're also going to give you an opportunity to win tickets to this show. And they are going to be live here for a more extended interview on Monday, right here next Thursday at noon, right here on the at the Columbia City Theater, the historic Columbia City Theater that is home to Rainier Avenue Radio. As many of you know, this is a performance venue that is 109 years old, and on this very stage has hosted the likes of Jimi Hendrix to Quincy Jones to Ray Charles to Fats Waller to Duke Ellington to Nirvana to Mix-a-Lot. And they won't be performing, but they'll be here on the stage to do the interview, and it's free. And you'll be able to come in and check them out, ask questions, and hear the interview. So that'll be Thursday at noon. Looking forward to that as well. But right now, I'd like to bring onto the show the legendary Miracles.
What's up? What's up? What's going on, Tony B?
B is in the house. We appreciate you, Tony. Thank you so much for today, man.
Oh man, thank y'all. I'm so interested in and excited about the performance. I'm going to be at the Thursday show.
Cool, man.
And so yeah, I guess is Kerry there?
He should be, but I just spoke to him a second ago. Are you there, KJ?
There he is, slugging in, I believe.
Yeah, it says he's on there, but
yeah, I see him up here, but I don't want to miss him if he's here, or if there's something that we need to do to make it happen. We'll do that. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is known as killing time. But there he is. No, okay.
Not yet. Huh?
Anyway, welcome. We're looking forward to seeing you. Have you ever been to Seattle? I want to start with that. Have you ever performed here in Seattle before?
Actually, not performed, but yes, I've been there. And one reason I've been there is because my brother played for the Seahawks. So
Kerry Justin?
Yeah.
Is your brother?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I know Kerry really well.
Yeah, well, he's missing right now. He's missing in action. I'm trying to.
That's the Kerry that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
We're gonna get back to this interview in a second. But do you remember when Kerry was playing? The other safety's name was John
Harris.
John Harris.
Yes, sir.
I see. I'm not making this up. Yes. Wow. This is. I hope that Kerry. Uh-oh. Let's see here.
Let me see.
Okay. Let's see. Get me back on. Oh, almost. There we go.
I see you calling me, but I'm trying to get up there. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to figure out where you are. So
I'm trying to figure it out too.
Okay, man. All right. Well, I know you're available.
Backstage. That's what it says. I'm still backstage.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let Tony B know.
Okay.
Yeah, Kerry said he's trying to get on. Tony, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I think it's right here, Daniel.
I think he said he's just about got it covered. So
Okay.
he said it was on backstage. So
well, I've disappeared. So can you still hear me?
oh yeah.
Okay.
E, can you hear him?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You want to try the other camera? Okay. Thank you all for your patience. And I see Kerry.
All right.
Yeah.
See, D is our tech guy. He knows all about technology. Come on, D. Don't be shy, brother. We did an interview thing yesterday as well, and
we have Kerry.
He handled the whole thing.
And
Kerry's on.
Yeah, we got Kerry in, and
To the J.
Am I there? I'm on there, Daniel.
We can still hear you, Tony.
Yeah. Just went to stripes on that one.
See on the bottom, KJ, where it says Mike, it might be blocked or might be.
No,
red.
I can hear Kerry.
Oh, okay. You can hear KJ?
We can't hear him. So
Kerry, are you there?
Unmute your mic, Kerry. Unmute at the bottom of the screen or somewhere.
Yeah.
No unmute. There you are. Oh wow, we still can't hear him.
Your mic is still muted. That's the world of technology. That's technology, Gabe. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes logging off KJ and logging back in may fix it, or updating your Chrome. Are you using Chrome to log in through? I had to go through Chrome to log into this particular app. So sometimes
but if you just went to this one. Yeah, let's just do that.
Is he using his phone or his computer, KJ?
Okay, and let's go back. Okay, and I know Kerry was on.
Yeah.
He might have been trying to use his computer.
He's not here.
Okay, let's see if we can get Kerry back, and then we'll get started.
Y'all hear me now?
There he is.
Yes.
Okay,
Can we hear you?
I logged in and logged out. Okay.
All right.
Man, yes, sir. All right, all right. I told you.
Does the name Tony ring a bell, Kerry? Do you remember me?
What's up, Tony? Yeah, I know you, brother. What's happening? How you been?
So when I say, man, music, you remember Music Menu coming down to get music from me?
Absolutely. Me and John Harris.
Exactly.
He just said
you still doing this stuff a long time. That was like 40, 50 years ago.
Hey, don't make the man sound old, man, because, you know, I'm only like 25, you know, so.
Tony, you remember we used to come up and you used to give us all the discounts, bro?
Shh.
It's all over now. Nobody cared about. They all gone.
Kerry used to come visit me at a legendary store in Seattle called Music Menu, where we had all the hits, all the cuts. And Kerry and John would come down, and yeah, it was a blast, man.
Exactly.
Hey,
yeah,
Jay,
man.
Good to see you.
I see you still doing it, so that's good, brother. It's good. Congratulations.
Now, what I didn't know was about your vocal talent. You never said anything
brother,
about
nobody know about it. My brother found a hidden gem in me. Was it ever?
It wasn't hidden. I always knew.
Well, there you go. I didn't know no better. So, you know, he had to bring it out of me. Then Eric had to help me with all the stuff. So I knew what time it was after that.
Once I stepped on his toe, I knew he had a high voice.
Welcome to the program. Welcome to Street Beat. My guests are the Miracles. Let's first start off by finding out a little bit about each of you. Sydney, I'm going to start with you. Tell me a little bit about your background, becoming part of the Miracles, and how this thing all came together.
Well, honestly, Tony, it's a long story. Trust me, it's this story for me. Lost you. I don't know if you're still there. There you go. Yeah, this story for me is a long one. I have a long history with the Miracles, going way back to when I was in high school, actually. And actually, they're trying to do a film. They want to do a film about this, about my life overall.
Wow.
And obviously, the Miracles is part of that experience. And yeah, way back, man, way back when I was in high school, Ray Charles came to my high school talent show I was doing.
Wow.
And he came backstage after one of our performances. We only did 2 songs, and Ray Charles came backstage and he wanted to talk to me. And he said to me, he said, "Hey," and he was like, son, you sound so much like Smokey. You should take his place. And I was like, "What do you mean take his place?" And he says, "Well, Smokey's leaving the group." He said, "Smokey's leaving the Miracles." And I don't know how he knew that, but he knew that was happening around that time. And he said that I should take his place. And I said, "Well, man, of course, I would love to do that. I'm a high school guy, wanted to play football, didn't play football in high school, but that was my goal, was to play football." And so when he said that to me, I asked him, how would I do that? And what he said was nothing. He just walked away, turned around, and walked out of the room. So that was like an indication for some reason or another that this was going to be in my future. I don't know how he knew, but he said it. I tried to find out how, and there was no explanation there. So as the tables turned, I ended up playing football in junior college, and then I got a scholarship to Cal State Long Beach. Did really well there. Had many honors and everything, and so, but I didn't get drafted. So I did play football in college. I didn't get drafted to the NFL, but I walked on as a free agent to the Los Angeles Rams. So I walked on, actually snuck on. That's why they want to do this film, because I actually snuck into the camp and just kind of went out there and they kind of noticed me then. They threatened to put me in prison because I was trespassing, but it was just I was determined to do it, to do this. And then years later, man, after the Miracles, I joined the group called, after football, I joined the group called Shalimar. And Shalimar, I was with that group for 6 years. We did 2 albums, traveled around the world. It was a disco era, that type of thing. And then once I left that alone, I started producing this girls group called Mafiosa, which was a very good opportunity for them, the girls, but it was very fickle. But then the Miracles called me and said, "Hey, you know what? We're going to put the Miracles back together." It was actually Billy Griffin who called me. He was the lead singer that did take Smokey's place at the time. He called me and said, "Sid, the Miracles want to put the group back together. I'll do it, but I want you to sing all the Smokey songs, and I'll sing the songs I recorded." And I said, "Okay, cool, we'll do it." So I flew to Detroit. He missed the flight to Detroit. When I got there, he said, "No, I changed my mind." And I'm like, "What do you mean you changed your mind?" And do you hear that noise? I don't know if you guys hear that.
I can hear it. Thought it was. I turned my volume down. I thought it was probably us or something.
Yeah. But nevertheless, at that moment, I was there by myself in Detroit with the rest of the guys from the Miracles, the original members, and Billy didn't show up, and then he decided not to do it. So I've been doing it ever since. It's been 24 years of me with the Miracles. So,
wow. Awesome. I'm just going to go in the order that I'm seeing them, and I don't want to mispronounce your name, Mr. Burney or Burn. So why don't you tell me how to pronounce it, and that way I will say it correctly from the first time it comes out of my mouth.
Tony, I don't know why I figured you was gonna say my name first after you stopped and paused, but I had a good indication that you're talking about me. It's real simple. My first name is pronounced Diosic, and Diosic, yes.
Diosic, okay.
Diosic, and you pronounce the last name correctly, Burney. Diosic Burney.
All right, Mr. Burney, Diosic, how you doing, man?
Man, I couldn't be better, man. How about yourself?
I am fantastic. I want to talk to you about newest member. Is that what the deal is?
I am the baby boy. I'm the newest one. The guy who's still drinking the Similac when we do things. So that is I.
Tell me a little bit about your career and what got you to this point.
Oh man, it's I can say it's a long career, but in short, man, I just been singing all my life since I was 6 in church, and it's always been a goal of mine to just bring joy to people. And I eventually had an opportunity to go to Japan to sing, and I did that for a year, and I came back, and I never went back to like corporate America. And it's been a blessing ever since. I've been able to share the stage with some artists. I did recordings for Rod Stewart. I did some recordings for Christina Aguilera. Sung with Gerald Coley, Shantae Moore, and a bunch of other people I shared the stage with. Had a cup of coffee with the Daz Band. Used to sing with them as a featured vocalist for them for a hot minute. Lead singer for a group called Sly, Slick, and Wicked. And then somebody pulled my coattail about the Miracles.
Okay.
And they said they was looking for another guy. So I went in, auditioned. Sydney auditioned me about 500 times before he decided to make up his mind. I may be a good fit. So here I am. I'm excited. I love these guys. They open their arms to me first day, and it's just a blessing to be a part of this group.
I want you to tell me about the impact that the music of the Miracles has had on you. I've got information here is that the first album that you owned was Purple Rain. Is that right?
Wow. How do you get that information? But yeah, it was. It was the first one I've ever had. I bought with my hard-earned quarters. Yes.
The first album you ever bought. Tell me about the Miracles catalog, which is legendary, and to be part of that legend and carry that forth. What the music means to you? How does the music make you feel?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. I've been listening on this music pretty much all of my life. As a matter of fact, if I could go back a little bit, when I was in Japan, I used to sing a lot of Motown music. So I was familiar with Shop Around. I was familiar with Going to the Go-Go and things of that nature. But I had really, outside of that, I hadn't really studied the music. I hadn't really what is the history behind this? So when I got the call, naturally I did my homework, and I just did not know how powerful, how impactful this group was to Motown as being like one of the, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, the first group signed by Berry Gordy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
And the hits that came along with it, and the music that they put out back then is still relevant today, about having fun. Anybody can listen to the music, and it's relatable. And it's just a joy to sing. And I can invite anybody to the show, and everybody can walk away with a smile on their face. So that's
You are listening to Street Beat. It's me, your host, Tony B. I am talking with the Miracles. They'll be in town on the 29th for 4 days here at Jazz Alley. Right now, we're meeting some of the members of the group. The energy is incredible. I'm really enjoying talking to y'all. Kerry, we talked for a minute. But right now, I want to talk to Eric. Eric, how you doing, Mr. Swindle?
Hey, we in here, baby.
Same thing for you, man. Share us a little bit about your background and how you got involved and engaged with the Miracles.
And listen, it's gonna be kind of ironic, just because me and Diosic kind of have some weird vibe thing going on, because we were both in Japan. I was there a few years before him, maybe like 5 or 6, 7, 8 years before him. And we were actually the first opening act to come out of Japan from the States. So we had a four-man a cappella group. We were supposed to initially be behind a boombox and sing some street tunes or whatever. We were street performers and all this other stuff. And then truthfully, you know, we had some Motown hits, we had some NSYNC hits, we had some other hits. We were all over the board, to be honest with you, as far as what we sang. But eventually it got to a point to where we grew and outgrew the street performance, and we turned it into something amazing. And from there, you know, a lot of the fans there in Japan wanted to hear, you know, our original music. So I decided to come home. We flew home, we did our thing, made some music, came back to Japan, you know, distributed our music, did some awesome things. And then I had a female friend that I knew from back in the day, maybe like 15, 20 years back. And she knew Sid. And her name was Nina. And she was like, yo, I have this guy who's an awesome singer. He has a group called The Miracles. I'm like, The Miracles? Whoa, hold on, I know The Miracles. And I'm like, okay. She goes, yeah, I think it'd be great if you auditioned for him. So did the audition. It was awesome. Did our thing. It was incredible. Did some great shows with him. I left the group and went back to Japan, and then came back. Fortunately enough, there was a spot, and I was like, "Yo, that's me. That's all me. Let's do it." So I went back in. The guys knew who I was. We did our thing. It was awesome. Been doing it for ever since, man. It's been phenomenal, man, phenomenal. I can't complain. I'm very, very blessed to be a part of this group.
Awesome. And I'm gonna get in your personal Kool-Aid a little bit too, just because I have. Tell me, Eric, about your mother's cooking.
Who told you that? Bro, hey, Sid, somebody. Okay, listen. That's my mom, and I can tell you right now, and I haven't, you know what, to be honest with you, I'm surprised that it's taken this long for me to actually invite the fellas over to my mother's house.
You haven't done that yet?
Have them cater something, you know, have her cater something for the crew. So I'm definitely going to do that, just because it's a wrap from there on out. And her cooking is just beyond, man, beyond. I can't even tell you. And it's not just because it's my mama. At the end of the day, it's because this food is off the chain, man. And I know Sid likes all this. Sid can eat now. Sid.
I can cook too now. Don't forget.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get that twisted. You know, New Orleans, and I'm from New Orleans. You know,
Sid can put it down in the kitchen. That's for sure.
Definitely.
So is there a favorite family recipe that you just love, and you probably love all, but is there a favorite family recipe?
Yes, for me it's that chicken mashed potatoes and greens and chicken mashed potato, greens, macaroni and cheese. I can keep going, bro, if you want me to, but that's pretty much that is my baby right there. That is my baby.
That's the go-to. That's the go-to.
100%. And there's a lot of go-tos, but that is my main, to be honest with you.
Right.
All right.
By the way, you know, my dad used to cook too, man. Let me tell you, I don't mean to jump into that interview, but let me tell you, my dad and my mother, they from New Orleans, and they threw down, bro. Let me tell you, I know Eric's mom, she's off the chain. I know she can cook like unbelievably. My parents too, man. Oh my God, you have no idea. You should see the stack of recipes I have. Man, Kerry he'll tell you, go on, Kerry, it's your turn.
And speaking of your dad, rest his soul. Speaking of your dad, I know that Kerry was always telling me about this one dish that he used to make that everybody and their mother, when it came to their NFL, when it came to whoever they brought to their house, they were flabbergasted. Just
Lord, right?
Man, blessings, man.
We are having the opportunity to meet the current members of the Miracles. And last but definitely not least, and you heard us talking beforehand, KJ, Kerry Justin, Kerry, I don't even know where to start with asking you.
That's right.
How you went from being a Seattle Seahawk to a member of the legendary Miracles.
Well, Tony B, we was always in the music, coming to the stores and getting the new albums and everything from you. But we was always in the music. But, my brother Sid, was always instrumental in all the things that I've done, playing football and music itself. And I didn't want to do this. And he kept on telling me he wanted me to come and do this thing with him. So I came, I tried it out, and here I am. And I'm proud to be a part of the Miracles, legendary Miracles, singing all the wonderful love songs and bringing love and joy to everyone that we touch that comes out to see us, brother. It's been a amazing, phenomenal experience.
Now, I already talked about you coming in and buying an album, which Kerry came in and they used to get everything. Soon as it was new, they hit me up. You got anything new? Then they would be there. I don't know if they were skipping practice, but they were there.
Yeah.
To get all the new music. So I can I can verify that you have always. Now, here's the thing, though. The first album that you own, Kerry, Stevie Wonder. Is that right?
Stevie Wonder's my favorite artist, man. I'm telling you, I think he's just the greatest male artist ever. Just being that he came out when he was like 13 years old or younger. I'm not quite sure, but I know when I first seen him on all those beach shows when TV was first coming out and they had no black people on TV, and he would come out and sitting at the beaches and stuff. I'm like, man, who is this little blind kid? And he just continues to do and escalate to far and beyond any expectations I can possibly have. And then to learn about him and how he plays all the instruments and do all the things and did all the things he did on his albums. Brother, listen, this guy is definitely my man.
Yeah, you know that, and a lot of people don't know that about Stevie, that he played the drums. He played all these different things. He played the harmonica. But yeah, Stevie was quite. I am talking.
He sang all the parts too.
Yeah, and singing all the background. So the dude is unbelievable.
And you didn't ask who my favorite artist was, and it's Marvin Gaye. Just so you know. Marvin Gaye, that's my guy.
Hey, when we off the air, I'll tell you a little story about Marvin Gaye said that probably you don't know about.
Okay, yeah, well, I'd like to know.
You brought Marvin up, and you think about I'm just going back to, and this is going to be the album, What's Going On, you know what I mean, and how relevant that album is still today.
What's going on, for sure, man.
What's going on? Relevant still today. That amazing part. I'll ask you this. For you, have you always known that music, that your career has just been amazing, what you've done, the people you perform with, and now doing what you're doing with the Miracles? Have you always known that music was going to be a part of your life?
Yeah, I did believe that. Even before I was in high school, I used to sing with my mom, and she was very influential in my life as far as music is concerned. So I kind of knew that was a direction I'd like to have gone in. So, learning how to write songs, learning how to arrange music and things like that was something I've always been interested in doing. I've always been more of a leader type of person. So it was easy for me to kind of gather these great young men that we have today in the Miracles. A lot of people think, that this is a tribute. We're not a tribute act. I mean, even though we have different members in the Miracles, Bobby Rogers, Pete Moore, and Ronnie White, they all endorsed me, including Claudette Robinson, endorsed me for this project. I actually performed with all four of them. Wow. except for Ronnie, but all the other four of the Miracles, I did perform with them. And you can go on YouTube, look up PBS show, and there's one show there that kind of shows that it's the PBS the Miracles, and you could pull that up and and we sang a couple songs on that when I first joined the group. So yeah, I've sang with all of the original members of the group, and we are the original group, the Miracles. Unfortunately, those members have passed on, what I've tried to do is to keep this legacy of this great music that they put out there alive. I'm keeping this alive. That's what we're all doing. My job, I feel my job is to keep this music in the forefront of the industry, because it was so powerful back then, and it's extremely powerful still today. Like you said, the What's Going On album, that's also a Motown record. All of these records that came out of Motown are all still as popular as they were back then. That's the thing that is so ironic to me, is that the music has never died. Everyone knows these songs. When we do a concert, everyone's singing all the songs in the show. I'm talking the audience is singing the songs too. So it's just, we love it. I love it. I've been, like I said, I've been doing this over 20 years, 24 years actually. I've been the longest member of the Miracles, longer than any of the other original member of the Miracles, and that's still performing. Claudette she's still here with us, and by the way, I praise her for her courage and actually letting us, encouraging us to continue this legacy alive, keeping it alive like she has. I mean, she's very much behind what we're doing and very involved with us. And so, this is a group that, like you said, was the first act to sign to Motown Records, which is something spectacular in itself, but the Miracles was the first act on Motown Records. Barry Gordy, he's a very nice guy. I've met him several times. He's been always complimentary to me, and also saying the same thing about how he likes that fact that I'm keeping this thing going, keeping this great music in the forefront of the world. So.
Well, this question is really for you, Sydney, but everyone can answer. Since we talked about Marvin Gaye, you can't deny that the Miracles helped shape the sound of soul and R&B music. I mean, that's
without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yes, sir. Anybody would be crazy to think it. Anyone would be crazy to think that it didn't, because this was something that came out, it was so new. Smokey Robinson is a genius. He and Barry put this whole thing together, and it's amazing what they had accomplished. I mean, anybody could see that. I mean, obviously that's why he's in the Hall of Fame. That's why Barry's in the Hall of Fame. The Miracles are in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if people realize that, and we're keeping this legacy going because we love what they did. We love what Barry Gordy did. We love what Smokey did, and all the other members of the Miracles. They were founders, frontier, people that just kind of brought something to the table that wasn't there before. Mm-hmm. And they brought in Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, The Temptations, The Four Tops, The Supremes, Martha Reeves, Van Gogh. I can go on and on about all the different artists that came out of Motown. I think that label is the only label that has had that many artists be successful. I mean, it was an amazing time then, and it's an amazing time now. Was somebody else going to go ahead? If you had another comment, go ahead before I get to my question.
No. I was just saying it was incredible. It's an incredible time, man.
Yeah. So when you are performing, when you are doing this, when you as the Miracles are performing this legendary music, do you see yourselves influencing the music of today? We talk about that. I just mentioned that this, you help shape the soul and sound of soul and R&B. When you are performing today and you have folks come out who you see you and they're going, well, wait a minute. Do you feel that you're influencing the sound of today?
Yes.
At all? And that's for anyone who wants to speak about it.
Yeah, I'll go first. Without a doubt, we after our shows, people come to us after we do a meet and greet a lot of times, and I'm telling you, man, a lot of you'd be surprised the young people that come to the show. I mean, people would assume that a group that was founded in 1959 would have only people of a certain age be there, but believe it or not, I mean, we have youngsters, 20-year-olds coming to our show and excited to hear what we're doing and come backstage, and they're so excited about the music and so incredibly thankful and grateful that we're still keeping this thing out there because they loved it so much. They loved our show so much. It's like, oh my God, we don't see stuff like this all the time. And and like I said, we try to keep this thing as exciting as possible during our show. We do love songs, we do up tempos, we do party music. It's all, but all of that is the Miracles and Motown Records. Love songs, party. I mean, it all intertwines together. So I mean, we just try to do the best we can, man, to give people the best time they've ever had. And we have had so many comments sent to our website after a show, and they'll say, like we did once we did a concert with the VA, the military, and we did a tour. And man, I'm gonna tell you something. We had so many compliments and so many comments that said, this was the first time I didn't want to kill myself for 2 hours. I mean, comments like that were just blowing me away. I mean, it wasn't just one; it was several. I mean, quite a few actually. That have said similar comments like that. Where people were so thankful to have had that experience with the Miracles and the Miracles music. So.
You are listening to Street Beat. It's me, your host, Tony B. My guests are the Miracles, performing live at Dimitriou's Jazz Alley, starting on Thursday, the 29th of May, then Friday, then Saturday, then Sunday as well. Right now, we're taking an opportunity to get to meet and know the current members of the Miracles. And actually, Diasic, Kerry, Eric, what does it mean to you to be part of a group that's recognized decades later? You said 59, and then going out there and singing these memorable songs and being part of it. What does that mean to you to be part of this legacy? And that's for all of you. And Diasic, you're the newest member, so that's kind of why I picked on you first. But what is that like? Share with us what that experience is.
Tony, I'm still soaking it in, to be honest with you. Like I said, I haven't had the opportunity to be a part of it as long as the other guys. But just by mentioning to people who I performed with, it literally brings what? Wait a minute, who? The Miracles? I'm like, yeah, the Miracles are alive. Yeah, they're alive. They're in the flesh. They're here. And what it does, I think, what people find out that it brings back some type of nostalgia. Even as you might have heard the songs as a kid, you forgot about it, but when you hear it again, it's like, oh my God, I love Second That Emotion. Oh my God, they start naming the songs. I'm like, yeah, those songs are real. They hit the Miracles performance, and we have a hell of a show. So I invite people as much as I can to come out and see it because it will change your life. I'm trying to say, this ain't my first rodeo. I've been performing for a while, but by far, Tony, this show is unbelievable. Okay. I'm not just saying it because I'm a part of it. It's different than any other show I've been a part of, and it's definitely changed my life for the better. I tell you that much, man.
Kerry and Eric, same question. What does it mean for you to be part of this legacy that's recognized decades later?
For me, to be honest with you, it's beyond. It's because growing up listening to this music that my dad would play and my moms would play, and hearing that music and then fast forward today and I'm actually singing with the original group, and the shows are absolutely electrifying, and the moves and the choreography and the hits and the just the band and everything is just so incredible. And just to be honest with you, man, I'm still floored, just to be honest with you, because it's an amazing opportunity. All the constituents that they that were around during this time. We had an opportunity to perform at the Hal Awards, and it was just absolutely amazing because everybody that I could possibly ever think of was there. You know what I mean? And I mean everybody that I could possibly think of, all the way down to Jane Kennedy, and it was just absolutely amazing to see everybody and for them to look at us and to be blown away, just about our music, what we sounded like, and just the whole 9 yards. But like Diasik said, it's the nostalgia is just, I mean, it's just amazing, man. It blows my mind.
And Kerry, same question for you. I got to give you an opportunity to answer that question as well. Being part of the Miracles, the group recognized decades later, the songs are still popular. When you hear the songs, people sing the songs. What is that for you, Kerry? And I mean, and I'm really curious too, because you had a career in football, playing for the Seattle Seahawks. That some people would say, well, that's about as good as it gets. At least the Seattle Seahawks fan would say that. But man, tell me about this, man, traveling and being part of the Miracles.
Well, Tony, man, it's been an amazing journey to be a part of this legendary group, and to be fortunate enough to be a part of it and to sing the songs and to do all the choreography and electrifying the crowd. And like Sid said, how we touch so many people is amazing. It makes my heart really full when I see so many people come up to us and tell us their stories about the music and how they've even had babies doing these music. It's just amazing.
Ooh, baby, right?
Yeah, baby songs, making babies, and and then we was in Detroit a couple of weeks ago doing a show right back at where Motown began, and I went and visited the museum, and just the whole thing was just amazing how Barry and Smokey put this whole thing together and how they wrote these songs, and there's no other songs like these songs. And I'm fortunate and blessed enough to just be able to perform these songs to people and of all ages and to touch so many people. Man, I just can't say enough about doing this and being a part of the Miracles.
Absolutely. Well, I really wanted to take the opportunity with this interview to get to know y'all a little bit and to share for folks who go, well, wait a minute, but these are the Miracles. Sidney Justin, Diasik, and let me get the right name. I said it right the first time, right? Burney?
Diasik Burney, yes, sir.
Diasik Burney, Kerry Justin, and Eric Swindle performing live at Jazz Alley. And that'll be Thursday the 29th. And we just got a comment here somebody says going to a go-go was the bomb.
Oh, by the way, Tony, let them know we're gonna be there for 4 nights.
I said Thursday through Sunday, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's our on-spot producer, Mr. Daniel Bellis, making sure.
Yeah, there's actually 2 shows on Friday and Saturday.
2 shows on Friday and Saturday, as usual at Jazz Alley.
Tickets are selling out, bro. So tell them to get their tickets now because it's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be an event, not no regular just concert. It's going to be an event.
Well, one of the things that we can certainly say, man, the energy. I can't wait to see you guys perform. The energy that you have, just during the way you talk about the performance. I'm excited about it. I want to give each of you an opportunity for final words here, but within those final words, I'd also like to know is this for your first time performing at Jazz Alley, Dimitriou's Jazz Alley?
Yes, it's our first time, and it's an honor, and it's a great honor for us to be there too.
Yeah, that venue, and it's not me just saying that, but our folks will say arguably one of the top 2 jazz venues in the country. Just an amazing venue, an amazing place to perform. Can't wait to hear y'all put it down there. So I'm going to kind of go in a reverse order. Diaska is the newest member. I'm going to start with you. Any final words that you'd like to say to those in Seattle right now who are finding out? Well, wait, what? Yeah, oh, wow, okay. Whatever you'd like to say, and you talk a little bit about your background. What would you like to share with the community in Seattle now who will come see you on Thursday the 29th?
Tony, I'm gonna piggyback off of your last comment. Ooh, what? Wow, the miracle. What? I'm trying to tell you, that's you come, people in Seattle, Washington. When you come to the show, you will be shocked, like I was when I first saw the show myself.
Yeah,
you're gonna enjoy it. It's different. It's not what you think. So either be there or be square. That's all I'm trying to say. Come to the show, Seattle. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
And Kerry, KJ, any final words, anything that you'd like to say?
I'm piggybacking. I'm a piggyback. Mr. D, you got to come out. You got to check it out. It's exciting. I got a lot of friends coming, a lot of alumni coming, a lot of Seahawks. So they're coming out to check it out. They know what we've done and they know what we've been doing. Come on out. Don't miss it. It's up close and intimate. So it's going to be amazing.
All right. And Eric, same.
Hey, I'm the piggybacker. So at the end of the day, listen, guys, it's going to be phenomenal. Don't miss this show. Do not wait to get those tickets. They're going to be gone. So at the end of the day, listen, don't wait. Don't have it to where Monday and everybody's talking about it and you missed it, because this thing is high energy. We're not sitting on stools just crooning you guys. It's a situation where you will be entertained throughout the whole night. It's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait.
All right. And Sydney, definitely wanted to get your words and have you wrap this up. Original member of the group and the longevity that you've had singing these songs and performing these songs. Any final words that you would like to say to our audience right now?
Yeah, I would just like to say that we want you to come out, and if you're looking to enjoy yourself and you really love Motown music and you really love good sounds, good vibes, positive energy, this is the one for you to come and see. And it's not about bragging. It's about knowing that our heart is really in the performance. We are doing this for you. We're doing this for the people here in Seattle. We want you to come out and experience a miracle. Just come out and see it. I don't know what else I could say. I just feel like, we haven't been there. I have never performed in Seattle. You asked me that question early. We've never performed in Seattle. Even when with Bobby and Pete and Ronnie, when they were all in the group, Claudette, we never came to Seattle. This is our first time. I would love for everybody to come out and see us in person. We have 4 nights of opportunity to do it. And I'm sure that we'll probably come back. That's not going to be something that'll be a one-time thing, but this is the time right now when it's happening. This is the time to do it now. Please go out and get your tickets, because as Kerry said, they're going to be gone if you don't get them now. All you Seahawk fans out there, get on it right now. This is the time to see Seahawks up close in person. Get to meet these guys. They're going to all be in the audience. All these Seahawks are going to be in the audience, coming out to support my brother Kerry. And they know what he has accomplished in football, and they know that whatever he's doing today, he's accomplishing something great. And so we just want you to also come out and experience it. Come experience this music. You all know the music. We all know this music. The world knows this music. Trust and believe that. This is a legendary situation, and so and we just want to give it to you as powerful and as loving as possible. And so just come on out, man. Come on out and do it and enjoy it. Bring your wives, your girlfriends, and girlfriends. Bring your husbands, and we'll have a great time. Trust.
Once again, you're listening to Street Beat with me, your host, Tony B. I am joined by the Miracles, who will be here at Jazz Alley starting on Thursday, May 29th. 2 shows on Friday, then 2 shows on Saturday, and then again the final show on Sunday. Get your tickets now. Now y'all know that you're going to be here in Seattle, and you'll be talking with me again on Thursday, and we're going to be inviting folks to come down to have a chance to meet you on Thursday at noon. We'll do another interview, and we'll have you here again at our legendary Columbia City Theater. If you've never heard of that before, that's why I shared with you some of the names of the people who performed in this theater. It's also the home of the radio station, South Seattle's radio station, Seattle's community radio station. Man, thank you so much for taking the time to stop here and let me delve into your personal lives a little bit. We're gonna talk more about the music and talk more about the Miracles and do that stuff on Thursday. But I just wanted to get to know y'all and have our audience get to know y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much, Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
Amazing. You're
Much
amazing.
love, brother.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
Love you,
We will see you here live. You'll be here at the studio at the Columbia City Theater at noon, and we'll talk to you, and we'll have some folks come down and invite folks down to meet you. And then you'll be performing that night, the opening night. I can't wait. That's the show I'm going to. I'm going to opening night.
Yeah.
Better be there, Tony
Fantastic,
B.
Tony.
Better be there, man.
By the way, Tony,
Be up close.
don't be surprised if you're not up on that stage at the end of the show.
You never know at a Miracle show. We do some things that you may not.
Yeah, that's right.
I am certainly looking forward to it. Again, my guest, the Miracles, performing at Jazz Alley starting on Thursday, May 29th. Get your tickets now. Daniel, can you put that up on the? There we go. Right there. That's how you can get your tickets. That's what you need to do. First time in Seattle. All the songs that you know and love. Yeah. That's it. Thank you guys again. That's it. That's all.
By the way, Tony, I want to say one more thing. All you football fans out there, Seattle Seahawks fans, you better come on out and see your boy. Right, KJ?
Yeah, he'll be there.
I can't wait to see you obviously perform, but then again on Thursday at noon, Kerry, to be able to see you again, man. It's been a while.
Like I said, after you come to the first show, you'll be bringing your girlfriend the next show, your wife the following show, and then your other mistress the next show.
and I guess just before closing, Sydney, I gotta say thank you, man, for keeping this legacy alive.
Yeah, man.
And and bringing this music to a new generation, as again the music that shaped the sound of soul and R&B and the influence that it has had on musicians. Thank you so much for keeping this together. Can't wait to hear you sing, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. All right, Tony.
All right, that's it. May 29th, the Miracles. That's it. That's all the time I have. And noon, don't forget another interview you can watch again, and we'll talk about some more stuff and get some more information. But you'll get an opportunity to come down to the theater, meet these gentlemen. We'll talk some more and give away a couple tickets to the show. So yeah, we're gonna give away a few tickets to the show on Thursday as well. So we'll do that. That's it. That's all the time I have. That's what we will talk to you later. And thanks again to the Miracles. Peace. And remember, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you cannot, you are probably. I'm out. Peace.
Peace.